Just making a short video of the 49 Caddy limo. We'll do a walk around first. The paint looks decent on the car. An older repaint. Chrome is decent, does have a little bit of pitting. Nothing terrible though, but I'm sure some chrome polish would be helpful here. Light lenses are all intact, the lenses for the lights. Emblem is in good shape, hood ornament. I do have two side emblems for the Cadillac script that goes on here. And you might see a few tools laying around here because I'm taking this door panel apart to see why these two windows don't work. The previous owner, who was 90 years old, said they were 12 volt converted windows, but it's still a 6-volt battery, so figure that out. That's probably why the windows don't work. He put 12-volt motors in them, which I found out by opening this up. I do have this door panel, I just have it off, but you can't put a 12-volt motor into a 6-volt system and expect it to work. But he planned on converting the car to 12-volt, which is why he did it. So if you convert everything to 12-volt, these two front windows will work fine. Front has the vinyl headliner and the seat. These appear to have been redone, and the door panels for the front appear to have been redone. They're in great shape. Dash is in nice shape. Gauge cluster, all that's in nice shape. All the glass is good. I didn't see any cracks anywhere or any fogging or delamination. This car is equipped with the rear divider window, which is pretty rare for these cars. There's your rear interior. I do have another lens for that light in the corner that's missing. It's in a bucket of some spare parts. Back door has the wood surrounds on the windows. Jump seats. There's the original hydraulic is still in place for this rear window. Jump seats fold up as they should. Tuck away there. Does have the floor footrest. I was taking a look in here to see if there was extra wiring. There's a switch there. I guess it had a radio originally. Like I said, I do have that lens that's not on there, but I do have it. And I do have the wood surround for the back window. Headliner in the back is intact and in decent shape. Seats are decent. They could use a cleaning, or if you wanted to redo them, they could be redone. The back door panels are in pretty decent shape too. There is the little reflector missing from here on both sides. I'll walk around the other side to get into there. This side has very little bubbling at the bottom of the doors. Front door actually looks pretty good. Might be one tiny little bubble starting on the corner. There's a spotlight on here. I have to look into that and see if that's been converted to 12-volt or not either. Like I said, the car has a 6-volt battery in it, so we're not sure. This side is where you have a little more body. It seems there was a little body work done here, so there's a crack here and here. Running board's in pretty decent shape. Again, a little bit of a bubble on the bottom of the door. Same thing back here. You'll see a small rust through on the corner of this door here. Open it up and take a look. I don't really see anything on the inside here. Looks fine. Underneath the car is fine. There's no holes in the floor underneath in the floor pans. Quarter panel's in nice shape. See if we can get a shot of the back of the car here. It's in pretty nice shape. I did see some newer brake lines and fuel line. I try to get down and give you a little bit of a view underneath, but I mean, you can't see much. It's dark. I don't have a light to light it up, but it's all in good shape under here. There's a new brake line going across the rear, new fuel line. It looks like the tank was out at one time. The only place I see any kind of rust in the floor is this one spot in the trunk here in the corner. That's about the only spot. The floors inside are solid from underneath. These are the wood surrounds for about around the back windshield. And I guess that's an extra old fuel pump back there. And I'll pop the hood and we'll take a look under the hood. Does look like some of the wiring has been replaced. New wire harness in some of the things, so the fella started to work on it until he unfortunately passed away. None of these switches are hooked up. There are two switches under here which I am told work the front two windows, but like I say, they barely do anything because they're 12-volt motors. So you either need to convert the car to 12 volt or go back to the old hydraulic system. I did get a hydraulic pump for the windows off of eBay for it, just in case. I thought maybe I would put the original pump back in its original place, which would be right there. But engine's intact. Generator, fuel pump, everything is in place. Like I say, you can see some of these wire harnesses are obviously have been replaced at one time. Either that or they're in really good shape. Supposedly the car really only has 50-some thousand miles on it. You would need the duct work for the heater here. Apparently it looks like the heater may have been bypassed for now, because nothing is hooked up to the bottom of the heater core right here. The engine runs really well. Transmission works fine, brakes work fine. I'll show you. The car hasn't been started for a few days, but you turn the key on and push the button. There she is running. There you go, engine running, no valve tapping, no smoke out the exhaust. I don't hear any exhaust leaks from anywhere underneath. Not going to leave it run long because there ain't much gas in it. There's a set of aftermarket gauges and you can see it's almost empty. But this gauge is hooked up to the fuel tank for fuel level, not the factory one. So I think the tank was swapped out and maybe the sending unit too. I'm not sure, but so there it is. The roof is in good shape. I don't see any dents on the car anywhere. I mean, if you took a buffer for this, it would shine up pretty nice, even as is. Like I said, these are missing on both sides. The little reflectors for it. All the trim seems to be there except for one piece in the center of the windshield. I'll search the trunk better, but I didn't see that piece anywhere. Like I said, the Cadillac scripts for the side do seem to be here. They're a little bit pitted. I guess he took them off, planned on replacing them. This one actually has one of the L's is a little broken. This one looks intact. Cadillac, just some pitting. Could probably polish it up maybe if you're just making a driver out of it. This one's in good shape too, little pitting. There's an extra taillight lens. Cylinder for the power windows. Original cylinder for the front, I would imagine. He converted them to electric. And there's a few track pieces. There's the lens that was missing in the back in the bucket here. I think there was another cylinder for the other door. I was checking these just to see if they were seized up, and they're not. I mean, they free up pretty easily, so that may all work. Like I said, I got the motor for the hydraulics. I got one off the computer used and hook it to a 6-volt battery, and it does run, so it may just work if you want it to convert back to the original hydraulic windows. There are some lines that came with it, so everything might be there to put that all back. I'll take a look at that motor here. This is I have the reservoir that goes on here out in the other garage. But this is the original hydraulic motor for the power windows. And it was bench tested by hooking the battery cables up positive to this side and ground to the ground cable, and it spins and runs fine. So this may just work, so I'll throw that into the trunk. Goes with the car. So for now, none of your windows are working. That would be your project. Running it, but it runs and drives, and the lights work. The horn does not, so I haven't looked into that yet. So there's your video.